They are social networking websites. YouTube is a social networking website at the core. Put your videos everywhere you can and cross-promote on blogs and social networks. MySpace allows you to put YouTube videos there. Your blog, you can put YouTube videos on. And every time someone clicks play, that's another view that raises your ranking against your competitors. So put your videos everywhere you can. Don't be afraid to try something crazy. I have I think just under 80 videos on YouTube, and 20 of them are testimonials, so they don't count. But I tried some of the most ridiculous crap you could ever imagine. I dressed up like a superhero and jumped in the snow in shorts. And it was just flat out ridiculous, and it didn't do much. But those that have seen it, you know, they rated it and commented and whatever else, and it didn't go viral, but I don't care. I was just looking for what worked. If you aren't having fun, you aren't doing it right. Social networks. Who here has a MySpace profile? Very good. Ron, you don't have to raise your hand. I know you're on every site.
Just being sociable.
I appreciate you, my friend. MySpace, who here heard that MySpace is all little kids? You know, it's not as bad hearing that as much as it used to be. But it was totally false. Actually, at the time, it was over 50% 18 and above. Now, I'm not targeting 18, 19-year-olds, but still, that means your audience is there. So you should have a MySpace profile. It's also another great place to upload your videos. MySpace TV is there. So what should you do on a social network? You should have a presence on all of them. This is Facebook, another one of the top most visited websites on the internet. Facebook has a really cool feature where you can set up an event and invite your entire friends list very easily. You can't just spam out everyone on your Facebook friends list. You can't. They won't allow it. A lot of the older group have moved to Facebook because it has a lot better spam avoidance stuff. I mean, I still get emails from dumb people, but you know what, they're dumb. Bebo.com. This is the top social network in the United Kingdom. They didn't like MySpace and Facebook, so this is where they went. Hi5.com. A lesser known network, it's an up-and-comer, it may disappear, but it's there. LinkedIn.com. If you are in business, and especially if you're selling business to business, you are a fool for not having a profile here. Immediately. Step one when you get home. LinkedIn has an answers feature that's very similar to Yahoo Answers. If you're doing anything business to business, start looking for questions. Social networking tips. I'm going to go back to that in a moment. The secret with social networks is friends. Real friends. What I did, MySpace was goofy. I'm going to tell you what I did on Facebook and why it worked. On Facebook, I went through and added about 35 of my friends. And I noticed that people kept finding me. Now, I had my audience, but my audience is not huge. I don't have a six-figure list. So people were finding me all over the place, and I couldn't figure out why. So I started looking, and I noticed that I was in a bunch of people's top friends. There's a window on Facebook where you can select who your best friends are. And a bunch of marketers have put me there. So then John Reese pops on and brings 5,000 of his list. And slowly we all started emailing our list and getting people onto Facebook. And I went from 35 friends. I've added maybe 15 more. I now have 1,500. That's 1,500 people. When I send out an event notification for one of my seminars, what do you think happens? Get 5 to 10 people off of Facebook every single time. It works. So what you need to do is become friends with the people in your industry. And you can do that just through social networks. You don't necessarily have to go to every event, trade show, and seminar you can find. But just be a human being. Don't spam them with a JV promotion. Say, hey, I know you've got this website, and I looked at it, it was awesome. We've got something similar, and I'd love to talk to you. And get on the phone with them. Over time, you become their friend. And then you end up in their top friends list, and then you're getting their audience, and you're sharing. And who knows, you could be doing business deals. It can happen. Who wants the secret to success with any social network? The one simple thing. The secret is that. The navigation bar. The navigation bar that shows you everything that's on the website. Click it and look. MySpace, I went to the groups, I went to the forums, it was crap. I was totally unimpressed, it was spam central. That's not appealing to me. So I kept going, I tried their classifieds. I put up my videos there, and I gauged what works. Things are going to be different for you, so you have to take the 10 minutes to look around. It can't hurt you. Any social website, look at the navigation. That's it. Test stuff. See if it works. If it doesn't, stop wasting time. Test something else. So, the sites were built around networking. Use them to meet others and get to know them. Spamming makes you look stupid. Don't send spammy garbage, please. And if you do, don't tell anyone that you ever heard from me. I don't want to be credited with that. Look at the menu bar on any of these sites to figure out specifically what you can use to reach more of your potential customers. Never be afraid to take a stand, just be ready for the backlash. Was that another cautionary note? Test everything and stick to what works. How many iPhones and iPods are out there? In April of 2007, Apple announced selling 100 million iPods. As of April 2008, Apple had sold over 2.3 million iPhones. Now that's before the new launch, where there were lines for what, 2 months or something? The power of the podcast. I went to iTunes yesterday, and I looked up internet marketing for podcasts. You know how many popped up? 222. Now, here's what's even better. When you're blogging or podcasting, consistency is key. Your customers begin to expect you to post at certain intervals. So, if you're posting 2-3 times a week, you need to kind of continue that. If you've got a podcast, it should be done every week on the same day. There were 2 people that were doing that. The rest were just miscellaneous crap. 2 internet marketers that have a presence on iTunes. A real presence. Do you think that leaves a hole open? Now, even for something like golf, there's like 35 podcasts. It's wide open. I don't know about you guys. I don't mind competing with a million websites. That's a breeze. Wouldn't it be cool to compete with 2 people? Podcasts are no different from anything else. Post them everywhere. Submit them to as many directories as you can. I love a WordPress plugin called PodPress. It manages your entire podcast from start to finish. PodPress. Use intro music to add professionalism to your work. Submit your podcast to iTunes immediately. It takes a while to get in, and iTunes is the holy grail when it comes to a podcast. You've got to be on iTunes. Interview experts for immediate credibility with your audience. If you're a nobody, go to an expert. That doesn't work with it. Who here is trying to market internet marketing stuff to marketers? No one's willing to raise their hand. Willie, you don't count. And Ron, don't even raise your hand. Okay, that's good. Who here wants to compete with me? Bring it. Use Audacity. These are software programs. Write them down. Audacity, it is a free audio editor. You need the LAME, L-A-M-E, plug-in. Yes, that is the name of it, and I didn't come up with it. And you'll also need a USB microphone. Those microphones that plug into your mic jacks sound like crap. You need a USB microphone. You can get one at Best Buy for under $20, $30.